This was a bad call. I think on Tauren Reign's part. I don't agree with his video on this sister, Kay Waters. Now she basically was in the army stationed at Fort Knox. Okay, so that's Fort Gray for y'all. So she was part of the Gray Faulkner Initiative, y'all. And basically, it seems like Tauren Reign and Fort Gray, they're not standing behind this sister. What happened was she had gotten some sort of altercation with some white women that was on the base. Although there was very little details about the media is releasing very little details about this white woman. Was she in the military too? Was she stationed at Fort Knox as well? But what ended up happening was this white woman ended up pursuing Sergeant Waters' vehicle down a highway and was tailgating her, and even at one point pulled up along the side of her and rolled the window down and threatened her. So Miss Waters pulled into a busy gas station so that there could at least be witnesses. And I believe what happened is the white girl got out the car and attacked her, and Miss Waters used a knife that she had gotten from the military for her service as a reward, and stabbed her in the leg to defend herself. So the police came. They put Sergeant Waters in the squad car, but when they found the evidence, they found that okay, she was assaulted, she was pursued, and so initially Tauren Reign was in support of her. Then he retracted his support because of a message or a tweet that Sergeant Waters left talking about saying Black Lives Matter is like comparing Black Lives Matter to the KKK and things like that. And so it caused Tauren Reign to withdraw his support. But I disagree with that. I disagree with that because in this case, this is a very vicious type case. Okay, someone pursues you in a car, then assaults you in a public place. That's, I mean, that's pretty vicious. Those are some pretty serious charges there. Okay, and theoretically, this could have been any of us. Okay, could have been pursued by, an angry person in a vehicle or a group of angry people in a vehicle and assaulted like this. And I'm just glad that she was able to defend herself. But just because this woman may have certain views on certain things that you may not agree with, that does not mean that you break code and then just go against this person and leave this person out to the wolves just because of one tweet that you disagree with. Now, Black Lives Matter, there's a lot of problems with Black Lives Matter. Okay, so any black person to me who first of all, Black Lives Matter isn't really a black organization, it's an LGBT organization, but I digress on that. That's a whole nother topic. But any black person who criticizes Black Lives Matter, I think it's legitimate because Black Lives Matter has not really 100% represented the black community in the most genuine way. But I definitely would not withdraw my support from Sergeant Waters just because she criticized Black Lives Matter. And I really disagree with Tauren Reign has said. To make a video where you say I feel nothing for her, okay, is ridiculous. First of all, the dominant society isn't going to do this. Anytime a black person attacks anyone in the dominant society closes ranks. Okay, even if they don't look at the political affiliation, that they look at it like, okay, one of our own is under assault. We have to move in a defensive manner here. And I think it's the same thing in this case. I thought it was the same thing with the Stephen Clark case. What happened to him was really egregious, but I disagreed with all the people who said, fuck Stephen Clark because he had an Asian girlfriend, or he said this or that about black women. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And because the dominant society doesn't do this. Okay, the dominant society, they're not going to throw one of their own out to the wolves just because, you know what I mean? So I feel like if they aren't doing that, it's not smart for us to operate in the same way, to not operate the same way. So that's just how I look at it. Personally. Um, you know what I mean? But I was gonna say, yeah. So, it's, I do support her. I'm gonna continue to do some research on this case. I don't think it was right to throw her out to the wolves like that. But leave comments, get the lights up. Let me know what y'all think.